Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button ASAP, Machiavelli Mills TV. And so I made a video. We got to talk. I made several videos discussing Dr. Umar's stance on interracial marriage, interracial dating, and why he has the stance that he has. And are you really pro-black if you date outside of your ethnicity, etc., right? And it's a very touchy subject, as I mentioned. A lot of people who I love dearly, who are super close to me, are with non-black women, right? A lot of them are. But I told y'all, and I don't have no problem with any people can date who they want to date. However, I believe the ultimate form of being pro-black is being with another black person, a black spouse, black mate, or whatever, right? And then I gave my reasonings for that. I looked at other people who've spoken on this subject, and I looked at the comment sections, right? And when I'm looking at these comment sections, I'm seeing I've noticed something in particular. And I've noticed that when people such as Dr. Umar advocate for black love only and they speak against interracial dating, they do it when they do it in the name of keeping resources within the black community and helping our community ascend and move forward. That's what they're doing it for, right? Not because they hate white people. They're doing it in the name of keeping resources within the black community and helping our community ascend and move forward because we're at the bottom of the totem pole, right? And I noticed when Dr. Umar and other individuals speak on this, you have non-black people and even black people saying stuff like this. Black people are always looking for other people to save them. I don't need nobody to save me. Just get off your ass and work. Just get off your ass and work. And when they say shit like this, they think they're being so profound, like they're just taking this bold stance. They think they're being so heroic when they say they don't need nobody to save them and black people always want somebody to save them. But I promise y'all couldn't be the furthest thing from wrong. Black folks are not looking for a savior, y'all. I'll repeat, black folks are not looking for a savior. Black people are expressing the need for community upliftment from within, from the many millionaires and the few billionaires within our community. From the couple billionaires and the many millionaires that we have in our community, we're asking for community upliftment, right? Which is essential when you consider the wealth gap between black American people and others in this country, right? You have a lot of millionaire, mega millionaire entertainers and all of that, right? And yes, they only have an obligation to their family. But see, that's not how other communities move in this world, and that's not how they get ahead. It's not. It's not. They pour resources into their community, into their people, all the time in order for them to keep rising with them. Black people over time have developed this individualistic identity, this individualistic way of thinking, you know? And I think about this. When an Asian opens a Chinese restaurant and hires other Asian people, are they saving Asians? When a Jewish man starts a law firm and hires other Jewish people, including Jewish secretaries, and they pay these secretaries way above secretary salaries, right? Are they saving Jewish people? Are they saving them, or are they uplifting their community and helping it grow? It's the latter of the two, okay? They're uplifting their community and helping it grow. My mother worked at a law firm. They had people, they were hiring these weren't even Jewish people, right? But they were hiring their nieces and cousins and all that fresh out of high school, paying them handsomely to do secretary work above the secretary pay scale, right? Just so they can keep getting all that money within their people, right? And see, this is the problem, man. Black people, when we tell our people to do that, you got black folks and other people in other communities telling us y'all looking for saviors. Black folks, the only group of people that other ethnicities have tricked out of being community oriented. Other groups of people tricked us out of being community oriented. You don't need to help other people. You don't need to save anybody. Just care about yourself and worry about yourself. Well, if the Jewish community only worried about themselves, they wouldn't get ahead. If the Asian community only worried about themselves and not their other family and not their other friends back home and people in their other community, they wouldn't be able to rise up. Because for all of the pouring into education that they do, they pour money as well, not just education. They don't just teach them education. They teach them, they give them money as well. Pour money into the communities, pour money into their friends, hire them for jobs, all of those type of things. And give them knowledge on how to get other money too, to keep on keeping the money cycling within their community. But when black folks preach that, it's We get talked about like we dogs, talked about like we ain't shit but beggars. Oh, they always want somebody to save them. Always want somebody to save them. When I look at all these high profile businesses and all these businessmen, they hire their families. And they always talking that because another part of what I said before, I always hear people say, I don't need nobody to save me. Black folks always looking for somebody to save them. Get off your ass and work. Brother, just working ain't gonna get you what you need to get. It's a lot of people working their ass off during this time with this inflated ass economy, working day and night, 2 jobs and still barely making ends meet. Why? Because the landlords keep raising the fucking rent. Because when you go in the store, the prices of food keep rising and rising and rising, and they got kids at home to feed, or they got one child at home to feed. Daycare prices rising and rising and rising and rising. Everybody just trying to keep shit afloat around here. And we are the community that don't have all of the resources that a lot of other communities have. So when they talk that shit, especially when they got racist white folks talking that shit like, just get off your ass and work. A lot of them didn't get off their ass and work. A lot of them didn't. Their fathers was in the business, or their family was in the business, and they passed it along to them. One of them had a best friend who family looked out for them and put them in position to keep getting money. One of them had an uncle who had a close friend or their godfather put them in position to keep getting money and hired them off the strength. They didn't have to work for shit. It was all about who they knew. So all that telling black folks just work, get off your ass and work. Black folks been working their ass off since the beginning of time. Since the creation of the United States of America. Been working their ass off from sun up to sundown, and still don't get the big piece of the pie that other people in the community in this country have, especially the majority population, right? We ain't got shit of what they got. And they always keep on talking, they just work hard, work hard, work hard. No, fuck that. We need people who have reach, who have affluence in this country to pour resources into black folks. And I'm not talking about that underserved, because people always point out, oh, Kobe had a Mamba and Mambacita organization. First of all, Mambacita, it sounds Hispanic, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny and trying to be racial or nothing. But all of that all pouring it into underprivileged communities. Oh, he gave it to some colleges, so I'm sure it's black people involved in it. No. Black folks often get lost in the sauce when it comes to that. It's that people of color con game that politicians will pull on black folks. Put us all under people of color when people of color is anybody that's just not white, okay? We need celebrities and people who have affluence, not just celebrities, people of affluence, because I say celebrities because a lot of them that do have money and millions of dollars, right? But we need black folks with millions and millions and the billionaires, the Tyler Perry and them, they're pouring in the community. They've done it before, but keep pouring in the community. For the millionaires that haven't done it, pour into the community, right? Pour resources in our neighborhood. Because a lot of times, it's a matter of life and death for black folks. It's a matter of life and death for black folks, for real. Because sometimes we barely getting by in order to live. You feel me? You got some black families working tirelessly and still go to bed hungry because they can't eat a whole lot from shit that we don't got a lot of stuff. We ain't got as much resources as other communities do, and we get tricked into thinking that we developing a victim mentality when we tell our people, no, pour in our communities, because the other communities do it all the time. The Asians, you hear me? Jewish people, white folks, Hispanics, they pour in their community all the time, and they don't get told, hey, you can't don't try to save them. We get tricked into that bullshit, into that con game. You know what I mean? So yeah, people talking about, oh, Kobe gave it to the underprivileged youth and all. No, for black folks, black people, specifically for black folks, going to the black hoods, and I ain't talking about building no goddamn basketball courts. Okay, people can play ball, that's cool, but no, program some money to help some people pay some bills. People out here struggling, help get them some food, free food programs and all of that. People needed food high as hell. I wish I had a goddamn on food stamp card. I don't qualify at all, but I wish I did, because shit, you find yourself window shopping in grocery stores because shit is so damn high and expensive. I told y'all my cousin got a little bitty baby, one child. Well, he got a big teenage boy that's about to go into college, but he got a little itty bitty child. For one child, the daycare, as a daycare in this community, wanted $800 a fucking week. How he supposed to do that? How? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I don't know, man. Again, like I said, many times us banding together and putting resources into our community is a matter of life and death for us, man. It determines if we gonna eat, pay bills, have some heat in a house. When it's goddamn, when you got these housing programs where they giving people money to get heat, to get their bills paid, the rent paid, all that type of stuff. Get your heating bill paid and all of that through these cold, harsh Chicago winters. And I think about stuff like that because, and I say this all the time, no disrespect, because I'm against anybody being homeless and anybody being without and anybody being hungry. But you got immigrants in this country getting more privileges instantly brought to them. It just came and bringing the privileges to their front steps. They getting more than American citizens. You know what I mean? They getting housed all through Chicago, getting housed like it ain't nothing, getting vouchers, getting their stuff paid. Black folks out here trying to get it, trying to survive, trying to figure out, damn, we got to pay this bill, that bill, all of that, right? So black community need to look at the resources that non-American people getting. We need our people to pour into our schools that's been educated our grandmama, great grandma and them, the HBCUs. And I hear people saying, well, Kobe didn't even go to an HBCU, so why is it up to him? Well, Kobe didn't go to no college. He didn't go to them predominantly white institutions that Vanessa Bryant, his wife, is partnering with either. He didn't go to them schools either. But she partnering with them to lend some of his resources to them predominantly white schools. Is she not? So what the fuck does it matter that he didn't go to an HBCU? Because he damn sure didn't go to a predominantly white college either. You know what I mean? And like I said, Vanessa Bryant has a right to do whatever she wants with her deceased husband's money, right? But that speaks to what I think Kobe Bryant's parents, the problem that they had with the union. Allegedly, they had a problem with his union to a non-black woman. By him choosing to marry someone other than a black woman, his wealth would not be transferred into our community. It would transfer into his kids, but like I said before, let's hope his kids identify as black, because many biracial kids don't, right? And again, it's true that marrying a black woman marrying a black woman does not guarantee that a black widow would give back to our community. I know that. But Kobe's generational wealth would be transferred into another black family. That within itself is powerful. Because while the widowed black wife may not be philanthropic, her kids and grandkids could very well be philanthropic to our community and help out. And it stays within our community.